taxes. Of all the Republicans, I have the strongest record in cutting taxes in the past. I did it when I was mayor of New York City. I have put together the boldest and the strongest tax cut plan of any of the candidates. So I'd like you to take a good look at that, because I think you're going to find that I will put more money back in your pockets than anyone running for President of the United States. And the idea of putting money back in your pockets is you'll spend it and we'll grow our economy right up to the sky.
Yeah!
We also have to make sure that we are on offense in this Islamic terrorist war against us. We're going to have to increase the size of our military, for sure. We need a stronger military.
Yes.
Our military has performed remarkably in Iraq and in Afghanistan and every place in which we've asked them to perform. But the reality is we have never made up for the peace dividend that was taken back in the 1990s. When it was cut so much by President Clinton. And we need a larger military. We need a larger army, a larger navy, more ships. We need a larger air force, Marines, up to 200,000, 10 combat brigades for the army, 300 ships for the navy. We need to increase the Coast Guard. We need to do this not just to deal with the terrorists and what they might throw at us. We've done a good job of that. But what I'm also concerned about is we want to make sure that we have the resources for anything else they may do, so we can deal with it and maybe even deter it. And secondly, I want to make sure that no country thinks that they can ultimately get into some kind of challenge with us. The way to achieve peace is through strength. And that is the only way it really works in the kind of world that we live in. I understand that. I can do that. I think the Democrats don't get it. They're the ones who gave us the peace dividend in the past. They're the ones that are talking about pulling out of Iraq. They're the ones that are talking about pulling back on the Patriot Act and some of these other things. We can't do that. We have to remain on offense. The best way we're going to have peace is through strength and by being on offense.
Yeah!
So, these are the promises that I've made in my 12 commitments to the American people. They also include bringing us to energy independence, which is something we need now as a matter of national security. We should be independent of foreign oil. We should certainly have diversity. That is another way in which we can win this war. It's also another way in which we can expand our economy. And we need to end illegal immigration.
Yeah! Yeah, close the border!
What we want to do, we want to accomplish ending illegal immigration so we can be open to legal immigration. People coming in legally, people identifying themselves, people coming here and working, and when they work, they're on the record, they pay taxes, they pay their fair share, and then we have a country that is, we have a country then that is open to the rest of the world, people coming here, doing business with the rest of the world, but we have a rule, and the rule is if you want to come into the United States, you have to identify yourself. Is that a bad rule or a good rule?
Good rule. Good rule.
That's what we have to accomplish. I believe I'm the one who can accomplish that. So, again, there are many things involved in this election. I think leadership is probably the primary issue ultimately.